This is my starter base. I'd only played ARK Survival Ascended for 1 week when I was forced to build a larger one due to a lack of space. Of course, if you played ARK before, and I told you that I spent 100 hours to make this base, you'd probably laugh and say, that's nothing, I have 10,000 hours in ARK, or, I've seen bigger bases. However, I put those 100 hours in over 8 days. Without cheats or mods, without advanced tools or dinos, I made it double walled, and most importantly, I did it all by myself. Now you're probably wondering, why waste so much time building a base? Well, the truth is, I wanted to see what it would realistically be like for the average person to make a unique base with the new building mechanics. Whether they're playing after school with friends, after a long day at work, or with their kids on weekends. Plus it's the holidays, so I had a lot of free time on my hands. Hello everyone, my name is Meme. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to another episode of my solo adventure in ARK Survival Ascended. In this video, you'll see how my quest to make a new base went from a side project to a logistical nightmare, hence the name Nightmare Keep. I didn't have a plan, and therefore, I rebuilt this base 3 times because I kept getting new ideas, and frankly, I was never satisfied with it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. I apologize in advance, I was so focused on building I didn't talk much, so I'll be narrating more than usual. I spent the first few hours collecting resources and crafting a ton of building materials. After that, I worked on placing as many foundations as possible to get an idea of how much space I actually had to work with. Megalodons would occasionally spawn right next to my base, so I had to eliminate them or risk getting eaten. Once the ground floor was generally finished, I began working on the second floor, but halfway through, I decided to add a taming pen or airlock. The airlock didn't quite look right, so I modified it. Next, I started working on a roof hanger for flyers and a moon pool for aquatic dinos that I would eventually tame later. I also added an underwater gate for protection. I finally ran out of building materials, so I went on another resource run. This is the result of my first base. After about 5 seconds, I was already unhappy with it, so I decided to make it wider and double walled. I was in need of a short break, so I dealt with another Megalodon and grabbed a yellow loot drop at Carno Island. Back to work. I nearly exhausted all of the resources on my side of the beach, so I decided to work on a bridge which I could also use as a holding pen. I want it to be as shark-proof and realistic as possible, so I added a ton of pillars. I need a lot more pillars. While gathering more resources, I had to stop due to running out of meat and thatch. I figured it was time to go on a meat run and to find a mammoth. Oh, it's a carnal party. My favorite. None of them are high level anyway, so we'll just kill them all. On the way to the snow area, I found a high level carno, so I decided to trap it in order to tame it later. 135, okay, that's yeah. 135, I think we'll tame it. Come on. Nope. Up. Come on. There you go. Okay, perfect. Here's... Oh. Ah. And there we go. Got it. So we gotta let it heal up again. We'll come back and get it. 125. Okay, that. Wow. Right when I was ready to give up.
Nope.
Look at that. Look at that. Alright. It's taming time. While the mammoth was taming, I went back to base to get more narcotics when I came across this. Oh, 135. Oh, man. Maybe I should do a triple tame. Alright, here we go. There we go. Oh, it's gonna be a while before we get this Megatherium. Mammoth should be done in maybe half an hour or so. Hopefully by the time we're done taming those two, this Carno is still there. I'm not gonna risk taming 3 at the same time because I don't have kibble. And I don't have a lot of other resources I might need. 140.
Yoink.
Okay, I'm taking that. Okay, it looks like we are doing a triple tame. Things were getting a little out of hand, but I ended up knocking out the Dodicarus at home, followed by knocking out the Carno while on my way back to finish the mammoth tame. And there we go. How's that? And I forgot, we gotta get this thing back. Okay. Let's get a saddle on it first. So, by the time we got home, our inventory was practically filled with thatch. So, mission accomplished. However, another issue arose. We couldn't fit the mammoth through the door. So, yeah, that happened. And we're just gonna have to leave the mammoth outside. Eventually, the Carno and Megatherium were finished taming, so I brought them home. Alright, home sweet home. With my construction crew now complete, I continue working on the bridge. I also decided to add an underwater taming pen or airlock. The bridge was mostly finished, so I decided to redo the roof area where I originally placed the hangar. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I kept trying out different ideas. This is how the second version of my base turned out.
What?
After knocking down the tower, I realized I still needed a behemoth gate for larger dinos. So I did what any sane person would do. I gathered more resources, and I cut a hole straight down the middle of my base.
Huh?
I placed 2 behemoth gates so I knew how to space everything out. But let's just say that I ended up running into other issues. However, we'll save that for the next episode. Well, everyone, thank you for watching my video. I appreciate you and your support. If I've earned it, please leave a like and subscribe. Happy holidays, and we'll see you on the next one.